Welcome again to the continuation on topic integration. We want to see how to integrate SecX dx. Now, in trigonometry, SecX is noted to be 1 over cos x. So what it simply means is that the question is integrate 1 over cos x dx. So, what do we do? Now, we rationalize. We say this is integrate 1 over cos x. We multiply by cos x, which is the denominator, all over cos x. That will be giving us integrate cos x all over cos squared x dx. Then from trigonometry, it is noted that cos squared x is equal to 1 minus sine squared x. So, what you now do is that we replace this with, we now say, integrate 1 over, integrate cos x all over 1 minus sine squared x. Okay? So, what we have there now is, we now say, do we have anything that you can differentiate, and when you invert it to cancel the other one? Yes. We say let u equal to sine x, because we noted that when you differentiate sine x, it give you cos x, and when you invert it, it will give you 1 over cos x. Then we say du dx will be giving us, differentiate sine x, we have cos x. Therefore, if you make the x subject of formula, it will be giving you, this cos x will come down, du over cos x. Then I'll put it in the question. Integrate cos x all over 1 minus, what is my u? Sine x. So, since this is sine x squared, it will be u squared because my u is sine x. Then times, then this dx we have in the question is gotten to be du all over cos x. This will cancel this. Okay? So, what happened now is that when I say this is integrate du all over 1 minus u squared. So, when I say 1 minus u squared is what we have here. Then what do we now do? Okay, now getting to this point, you know that 1 over 1 minus u squared simply means 1 over, this is difference of 2 squared, 1 squared minus u squared, they are the same. It simply also means 1 over, because this is difference of 2 squared, 1 plus u, then bracket 1 minus u, because they are difference of 2 squared. Now this thing you are seeing also simply means 1 over 1 plus u plus 1 over 1 minus u. If you check it out very well. Okay. Okay. So this, if you check this out, it will be giving 1 over 2, please. It will be giving you 1 over 2 bracket 1 plus u, 1 over 2 bracket 1 minus u. Okay? If you are not clear with how I got this, simplify this. LCM will be 2 bracket 1 plus u, 1 minus u. Then I say this divide this, it will give you this 1 minus u plus bracket this divide this 1 plus u, so it will give you 1 plus u. Then when you sort that out, 1 plus 1 u minus u, 1 plus 1 minus u plus 1 plus u. Minus u plus u, this will go 1 plus 1, 2 all over 2 bracket 1 plus u, 1 minus u. So this we cancel this, leaving you with this. That is 1 over 1 plus u, 1 minus u. That is why we say this is equal to this. Okay. Knowing that what we have here is equal to this, we now say, okay. We now say this means this is equal to integrate. This is equal to integrate du all over 2 brackets integrate 1 over 2 bracket 1 plus u plus, we'll talk again, 1 over 2 bracket 1 minus u du. Okay, you can see that this will have 1 over 2 in common. So what we now do is that we factorize. We'll factorize out 1 over 2. We now say this means 1 over 2 integration 1 over 1 plus u. This is in bracket. Okay, 1 plus u plus 1 over, because we are removing 1 over 2 from the 2 out, 1 minus u, then the u. This simply means 1 over 2 bracket integration 1 over, use integration sign and put inside the 2 bracket, the 2 terms. When I say plus integrate 1 over 1 minus u. Okay? Now, since integration of 1 over x will give you then x. So what will happen is that integration of this will be giving us 1 over 2. Integrate this, it will give you then 1 plus u, then plus integrate it to give you then 1 minus u. Okay? Now, you now ask yourself, if you differentiate, you can see that in this second bracket it has 1 minus u. If you differentiate minus s, it will give you minus 1. Therefore, if you differentiate minus u, it will give you minus 1. Use that minus 1. If you differentiate minus s, it will give you minus 1. If you differentiate minus u, the u, it will give you minus 1. So that means that if you are differentiating it will give you minus 1. Use that minus 1 to times this plus. It will be giving you minus then 1 minus u, the u, then 1 plus u. So why we are doing this is because this has negative. Here it's positive, so we don't need to do this thing we did here. So here it has negative. We now say let us take the cognizance of this negative. Now say when you differentiate minus u, the u, it give minus 1. So that minus 1 will change this plus to give you minus. So we now continue. We now say that from law of logarithm that says log a minus log b equal to log a over b in bracket. So here I will be having 1 over 2 bracket then 1 plus u all over 1 minus u. Okay? So that will be giving me 1 over 2. My u is what? Sin x. I will say then 1 plus sin x all over 1 minus sin x. Okay? So I will now say from here I will rationalize. I'll say that will be giving me That will be giving me 1 over 2 bracket ln 1 plus sine x all over 1 minus sine x, okay, times conjugate of this is 1 plus sine x, 1 plus sine x all over 1 minus sine, all over 1 plus sine x. So use the conjugate and multiply up and down. So once we do that, that will be giving us 1 over 2 ln this times this, it will give you 1 plus sine x all what? Squared. All over this times this will give you 1 minus sine squared x, because they are conjugate. If you multiply this, it will give you 1 minus sine squared x. Okay? So what we now do now is we ask ourselves, from trigonometry, we know that 1 minus sine squared x is equal to cos squared x. We plug it here. That will be giving us 1 over 2 bracket ln 1 plus sine x all squared all over 1, all over this will give you cos squared x, and cos squared x is something as cos x all squared. So now what happened now is that you now say carry 1 over 2, take it to the power. Do you know that this simply means ln 1 over 2 ln 1 plus sine x all over cos x all squared. Why do we say so? This is raised to the power of 2, this is raised to the power of 2. So both are raised to the power of 2. That is what this means. Now I will carry this 1 over 2, take it to the other side, take it to the power. It will be giving me ln 1 plus sine x all over cos x all raised to the power of 2, then times the power is 1 over 2. 2 divided to 1. That will be giving us finally that the answer is ln 1 plus sine x will be giving me 1 plus sine x over cos x will be giving me 1 over cos x plus sine x over cos x. So we put this double barrel because we don't want anything negative inside here. So we say therefore final answer will give us ln 1 over cos x is sec x plus this over this is what? Tan x. You now say plus c. That is the final answer. So what we do is that we say our final answer is that when you are integrating sec x, the answer is ln sec x plus tan x plus c. Thanks for watching the video. Please don't forget to click like button if you enjoyed the video and click subscribe as you watch it. See you in the next video.